So, what really is optimism? Welcome back to Everyday Wisdom for Personal Mastery. If yesterday was about courage as the currency for change, today is about another powerful tool you must add to your inner architecture when it comes to personal mastery, and that is optimism. Now, when you hear the word optimism, you might think of it as a cheerfulness, smiling through difficulties, being a positive person, keeping a sunny outlook in life. But I want to push a little deeper beyond all of those. Optimism is not just a mood, it is a strategy. Romans 4, verse 18 describes Abraham like this. Against all hope, Abraham, in hope, believed, and so became the father of many nations, just as it had been said to him. End of quote. Do you hear that? Against all hope, he still hoped. This wasn't shallow cheerfulness, it was strategic belief, anchoring in God's promise. Abraham chose optimism not because his circumstances were easy, but because he had a word to stand on. Psychologist Martin Seligman, often called the father of positive psychology, researched this idea of learned optimism. He discovered that optimism isn't just a personality trait. It is, as a matter of fact, learned skill, a way of interpreting reality. In one study, athletes who explained setbacks in optimistic terms performed better in the long run than equally talented athletes who explained setbacks pessimistically. The difference wasn't talent, it was interpretation. And here is the lesson. Optimism is not pretending everything is fine. It is choosing to frame challenges in a way that fuels growth instead of feeding on defeat. That's why optimism is not a mood, it is a strategy. And let's boil this down to principles. Let's break it down. A mood comes and goes depending on circumstances. A strategy, on the other hand, is chosen and applied regardless of the circumstances. Optimism as a mood says, I feel good, so I will believe good things. Optimism as a strategy, on the other hand, says, I choose to interpret this setback as preparation, this delay as redirection, this difficulty as development. That's the difference. Think of entrepreneurs at crunch points. When money was low, doors were closed, and everything screamed failure. Those who succeeded were not naive, they were strategically optimistic. They framed the crisis as opportunity. They interpreted no as not yet. They saw scarcity as a sign to innovate. And because of that, they kept moving forward. How do we bring this down to day-to-day truth we can use? Optimism is not denial, it is design. You don't wait to feel hopeful, you choose to think hopeful. A pessimistic sees difficulty in every opportunity, and an optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Optimism doesn't change the facts, but it changes the future, you see. How do we bring this down to reflection? So here are some things to reflect on today. What situation in your life right now feels heavy, discouraging, or even impossible? How can you strategically reframe it with optimism? Seeing it as preparation, redirection, and development. How? Write it down, change the frame, choose strategy. So let's take it to prayer and affirm ourselves today. Lord, Thank you for the example of Abraham, who believed against hope. Teach me, Lord, to reframe my setbacks with faith. Train my mind to choose optimism not as a feeling, but as a strategy. May I see opportunities in every challenge and keep moving forward with hope. This I pray. Amen. And here's your affirmation for today. I choose optimism as my strategy. My perspective shapes my progress, and my hope fuels my future. So, in closing, I say this is day 3 of Everyday Wisdom for Personal Mastery. And I'm Martins, reminding you that optimism is not a mood, it is a strategy. So keep raising the bar. You can because you are. Bye for now, and God bless.